Welcome back, future medicos. We are continuously seeing the fee structure of various deemed universities in India. In today's video, we are going to look at the Medical College and Hospital Sangli, which is affiliated to Bharati Vidyapith Deemed University. So this college is located in Maharashtra. So we are going to see the details of this particular college in this video. So what are the things you can expect in this video? You can look at the number of seats. You can look at the counseling authority. You can find what was the cutoff marks in the year 2020 in terms of NEET score, as well as in terms of All India rank. You can also find out what is the fee structure for general category and NRI seats. We will look at the fee structure for the hostel. We will look at, in case if you are withdrawing halfway from the college, what will be the penalty. And finally, we will also look at the documents needed for admission in this particular college. BVDU Medical College Sangli has 150 seats. How many? 150 MBBS seats. And these 150 MBBS seats are split into two categories. The first one is general management category, which has 128 seats. And then NRI seats is 22. Now, who is the authority for conducting counseling? It is Medical Counseling Committee, MCC. So if you are interested in this particular college, you need to go to mcc.nic.in. This is their website, mcc.nic.in. You go there after the NEET results and register with them and then participate in the online counseling. Now, what is the cutoff marks in 2020? In round one, the cutoff was All India rank 3,05,000, which was equivalent to 311 marks in NEET. And if you look at the round two cutoff, it's almost the same, 3,06,000, and the NEET marks is the same, 311. However, if you look at in the mop-up round, the cutoff has gone up to All India rank 1,90,000 and NEET marks 396. So this is the reason repeatedly I'm saying, candidates, in case if you are interested in deemed universities, please get into in round one. Round one, you have the better chance of getting the good colleges. And then if you want, you can try to upgrade in round two. If you try to enter in mop-up round, most likely you will get the colleges that are lower ranked for your marks. Now let us look at what is the fee structure for the year 2021 for general management seats. The tuition fees is 19.07 lakhs. Okay, the tuition fee is 19.07 lakhs. In addition, you need to pay 10% of the tuition fee as development fees, which is 1,90,730. So adding the two, the total fees comes close to 21 lakhs per year. Okay, remember this is for the first year, 21 lakhs. Subsequently, every year the fee structure is expected to go up by 5%. Okay, take note, every year the fee is expected to go up by 5%, which means approximately every year the fee will increase by 1 lakh at least. Now looking at the fee structure for NRI seats, it is $77,175 plus Indian rupees 1,12,000. In addition, you also need to pay the development fees of 1,90,000. So you add all these together, approximately in today's currency exchange, it comes to about 60 lakh rupees per year. Okay, how much? 60 lakhs per year. So multiply it by 4.5 years, roughly you will get close to about 2.5 to 3 crores of fees if you are studying as NRI. Now, what is the hostel fees? This is approximately as of 2020. I cannot get the data for 2021. As of 2020, you need to pay 91,000 for the yearly fees for hostel and mess. The prospectus is 500 rupees, processing fee 500 rupees, deposit 5,000, hostel accommodation plus mess charge is 85,000. So total about 91,000. So allocate about 1 lakh per year for the hostel. So at the time of admission, you will be paying about 21 lakhs to the college, about 1 lakh to the hostel, about 22 lakhs. And then if there are any kind of caution deposit and all, there may be some additional charges. And then in case if you are withdrawing from the college, maybe you might have joined in the round 1 and then in the round 2, you want to upgrade to another college. In case if you upgrade or if you get a reallotment through MCC, then there will be a small deduction of 10,000 rupees towards like administrative charges they will deduct. So at the time of joining the college, you'll be paying the full fees for the first year. And then if you are withdrawing from the college, they will refund the fees after deducting 10,000 rupees. And when they will deduct, they will take approximately about 15 days. So allow for 2 weeks for you to get back the money. In case if you resign, that means you are not upgrading, but you resign, maybe you move to the state or some other colleges, then again, the deduction is only 10,000 rupees. So no difference whether you upgrade or you resign from the college. But in case if you resign after the second round, okay, after MCC second round, and the college is unable to fill the seat, then probably they will ask you to pay the entire fees, the entire course fees for 4.5 years, which means approximately you need to pay about 1 crore before you get out of the college. If you are taking general management seat, if you are talking about NRI seat, then we are talking about what, 3 crores before you get out. So before going into the college, think twice, then get into the college. So it's not just a play, right? You cannot take the risk. Make the correct calculations and then get in. Of course, you can upgrade and then you can also leave before the second round. If the second round is completed, then leaving becomes extremely difficult. Now, what are the documents needed for admission in this college? These are also more or less similar to all the deemed universities. You need the allotment letter, which will be available in the MCC site after the seat allotment. If you get a seat, you can download the letter online, which will be the provisional allotment letter. You take that letter and then complete the admission. You need the NEET admit card. You need the NEET results. You need date of birth certificate in case if your 10th certificate does not show the birth date. You need the class 10th mark sheet, class 12th mark sheet, 8 passport size photographs, same as affixed on the NEET application form. Proof of identity like Aadhaar card, PAN card, driving license, passport, whatever it is, you need 3 photocopies and the original. If applicable, you need to bring SC, ST, OBC, EWS or disability certificate. In case if you have applied to NEET as one of these categories, you need this certificate. Medical fitness certificate, you can check the website, college website, there will be a format. Using the format, you need to bring the medical fitness certificate. Migration certificate, which will be given by your school board. Transfer certificate, gap certificate. In case if there is a gap between 12th standard and you're joining here, then maybe there is a declaration, there is an affidavit you need to produce, which is called a gap certificate. This is not needed in most of the colleges, but this BVDU is asking for the gap certificate. It is not mandatory in most of the colleges. Then finally, you need the conduct certificate. In case if you are an NRI, there are some additional documents. In addition to whatever the documents I have shown, you also need to produce a few more documents, like the passport copy of the sponsorer, embassy certificate, the certificate issued by the embassy in which the sponsorer is working, the affidavit from the sponsorer stating that the sponsorer is ready to bear the expenses for the entire course. And then finally, an affidavit to show the relationship between the candidate and the sponsorer. So these are the information I wanted to share about BVDU. If you still have any doubts, you can leave your queries in the comments below. I will try to get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you. Bye-bye.